Yo, what's up? It's your boy Carcino here. And once again, don't forget to hit the like button. The Cash App is Carcino. Thank y'all. I appreciate the support y'all been giving the channel. Definitely hit up everything that's been going on. We have seen a lot in this game so far. It's been crazy. I've seen people piggybacking off everybody. It's been nuts. People who have never spoke about Diddy in their life is now talking about Diddy. It's crazy. Like they channel is centered around football. Now they talking about Diddy. It's crazy. Mad crazy. Now, that's called a pivot, by the way. What they're doing is we're just pivoting to the trending topic. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I guess that's what they do now. What's up, Jackson? I see you. Well, not quite. Not quite. We have a major issue going on here. Oh, yes. Well, the issues that's happening are being presented because you have certain entities that want to see another person fail so badly, they will go to immediate extremes to tear the person down. But now it's for blowing back on his children. Diddy's behaviors and party antics, all of it is being called into question. And is blowing back on his children. And they saying, well, his children's out here doing this stuff too. Now, I'm quite sure Sean Puffy Combs does not like to be extorted into taking any type of agreement in a case based on the situation he's faced with. Now, well, looking at everything and watching how it's playing out, you're starting to see that a lot of things aren't making any sense. They're taking public perception and using it and weaponizing it against Sean Puffy Combs. The very thing that the government don't want to have happen in their case. And they always complain about, well, we don't want anything disturbed. We don't want anyone tampering with witnesses. You're tampering with potential jurors by letting information leak to the public and trying to put up a hotline for people to call in and make up stories to see if they can get some money. I mean, if you've never seen anything like this done to somebody who was an A-list celebrity, you've never seen it in life. Now, Drea Michelle, her name has been thrown around in the last 48 hours due to these leaks that have hit the internet with her and the son of Sean Puffy Combs back when she was, the girl that was picked to be in these situations. And then the pics hit the internet and they're everywhere. Now, everybody here looks like they're having a consensually great time at the party. And you see Justin Combs right there in the party, having a good time with everybody in the party. Now, because of this, people are turning a frown eye at the situation and saying, oh my God, Diddy's got his son involved in one of his Diddy parties. Diddy is not photographed here in the party. You have other people that's here at this party. But yet and still, he's the one taking all the slack. So there could be people named in this lawsuit in multiple lawsuits. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a problem. It's just a matter of time. But his children could all be named in lawsuits as co-conspirators. They'll say, well, he was a co-conspirator. Oh, this person was a co-conspirator. And then they're going down. Now, Drea, who's in her 40s, is in the pool with a kid that's like in his early 20s, and she's been linked to be dating his father. Now, we've seen this before with another famous person that they were dating beforehand. So it's like Diddy will share the wealth with his children, or his children will share the wealth with their father. Lori Harvey. The same thing happened with Lori Harvey. Now, is she in the photos or in that pool party? We're going to have to find out as this thing plays out. Well, his children are over 21. They definitely could be charged as co-conspirators in this situation. Now, Lori Harvey was dating Justin Combs and partying with him. She was even on the same boat as she ended up going from Justin. She ended up going from Justin over to Diddy. Yeah, and Steve Harvey was on the boat. Steve Harvey was on the same boat with Diddy while his daughter was up there with Sean Puffy Combs. Puffy's about 50, and she up there on a date with Diddy. And she was just with the son, and everybody said, wait a minute, we thought her and Justin were dating. Why is she with Diddy? And they asked Steve Harvey about it. Like, Steve, why you got you on the boat? People asked Steve, what did you give your daughter to Puffy? And why? Look, you see Marjorie right there. You see Steve right there. You see Puff right there. It don't have to be his biological daughter. He gave the girl his name. Steve is sitting there and Marjorie's right there. And they giving their daughter over to this 50-year-old man who's in her early 20s. That's a problem. And this is why everybody blew back at Steve and said, Steve, what is you doing? She was supposed to be with the son, and now she's with Diddy. Diddy was going to help co-manage her career. Jaron, that is the wrong approach to take. Just because somebody, I know people who not biological fathers at all care more than the damn actual fathers. So that means nothing. Hell, Lori Harvey is his favorite. No, Steve ain't thinking like that. Lori Harvey, they built her up because she keeps their brand going. The other kids don't generate any money. Lori Harvey generates money. She's the only product they could use to keep them going. What career? She was just in the show playing in the acting role for Kevin Hart's show, that fight night on Peacock. She was on that. Right. What more do they want from the man? A 100%. Exactly. So he cares. Now, when she was with Michael B. Jordan, he was right in there. He had to meet him. Of course not. You think I believe like she was in love with Diddy? You think she wanted to be there with Sean Puffy Combs? Hell no. There was no I need to be around Puffy. Mm-mm-mm. It's the latest approach. When they come up with last ditch efforts like that, they do because they're looking at a situation where they're saying to themselves, oh, I get it. This is supposed to be this way. Oh, I'm so sorry. We didn't know. What you didn't know? It's just Holly weird. They allow certain things to take place. And it didn't start with Diddy. You saw what happened with Russell Simmons' daughter. This stuff is going on all the time. But you're using your kids and putting your kids in this situation. And now people like Lori Harvey is being questioned. They put the lawyers out there to stop people from questioning Lori Harvey about Diddy. And they just hope she don't end up on a tape with the Combs. They could all be, the sons could be listed as co-conspirators. That's a factual statement. The sons could be listed as co-conspirators in this whole situation. He escaped the bullet, possibly. You know, it's a very bad situation to be caught in. Oh yeah. Now, if you ask me, If you ask me, this is a regular pool party where people are getting wild and freaky in the pool. And Drea Michelle is a freak, a former stripper. She is not alien to being naked in a pool with guys doing stuff to her for money. Ask Gilbert Arenas. So there's nothing crazy about her in anything that she's done. Now she had a baby with NBA basketball player, what's his name? From Houston. All this stuff here is consensual. But the fact is, why is this 40-plus-year-old woman in the pool with this 21-year-old kid? It's in reverse. Nobody's going to say anything. Well, Steve cares about Steve. But if Steve can have a situation where he can get somebody off his books and they can make their own money, by all means, use the Harvey name. You do realize, if you're on my Patreon, you've been listening to this, you already know what's going on with the children. The children have already stated that Lori is his favorite. And these are his biological children. You realize Steven had no real relationship with his kids until they were damn near grown. He wasn't around his own sons' lives. Meanwhile, they back living with their mama. You know, this is the third marriage. He didn't cheat it, and all the other two. And then this one, the wife is allegedly cheated. No. I wasn't planning on doing any of it. No, you can't buy any of that. It's all crap.
That's another tough team buying.
No, they never saw anything of the level of quality that we have. The level of quality we have, like as far as standards, no, these people don't know what the hell they're doing. No, because if they were, they wouldn't be in this situation. They're just having fun. This stuff, nobody's thinking like, oh, this stuff's going to come back on them. They were taking pictures, okay? So that wasn't like, oh, they were secretly recorded. That wasn't even a secret record. They know this is a camera going on there. Look, they're posing for the camera in the pictures. They know there's a camera there. They don't care. These are thoughts. And Dre is just one of the thoughts that show up and get loose at these parties. I don't know if y'all ever been to a pool party before. I have. And I'm like, I'm not getting in the water. I didn't get dressed up to get in there. Chicks got naked and jumped in the pool. Took off their stuff. It was late at night. They weren't even supposed to be out there. I'm like, the neighbors was probably going, y'all ain't Diddy. Y'all don't have a place like that. But they had a big pool. They took out everything on the pool. And because they did everything with the pool, you know what I'm saying? They had actual access to everything. Oh yeah, I didn't already told you. It was like late at night. The chicks took off their clothes, jumped in the pool, wanted us to jump in with them. I'm like, one, I ain't get dressed up to get undressed to jump in the pool where it's freezing cold. Two, hell no. I don't swim anyway. But I ain't getting in no goddamn pool. They was like, come on, get in. I'm like, what? Y'all gots to be kidding. Y'all think we finna make this kind of party tonight. Women get drunk and they do stuff. No, the girls got in there and they started having a whole lot of fun. It was 2006 to be exact. 2006. I remember the year like it was the back of my hand. 2006. That happened. So I didn't care too much about it. It was nothing because girls do this type of stuff. They go topless, take their tops off. It's like, long as it's consensual, it shouldn't even be any words. But this is what I don't understand is that the federal government love to say, don't tamper with our witnesses and all this. Diddy is locked up because they think he gonna tamper with the witnesses. You're tampering with potential jurors, leaking out information to people, and lawyers have seen the tape and got them going to the press, the news, and all of these different outlets. You got them going to all these different outlets, pushing a narrative. Got conspiracy theorists making situations what they want it to be. So how is he going to get a fair trial when they're going to try to judge everything off of a Cassie tape he can't be charged for? And if he did get charged, it'll be a misdemeanor assault charge. If anything, not one of these cases, not one woman, one man, one boy, one anybody went to the police. Nobody went to the police. I find that amazing. Out of 120 some people, All these hundreds of people, not one of them went to the police. Everybody wants to get paid. Everybody wants to get paid. Everybody trying to get paid. They all want to file civil suits. The person that's the one witness that they still have on the record as a victim, rather, is the person that didn't want to file a criminal charge. She wanted a doggone civil case. The feds decide they want a criminal charge. I believe it. That's what she do. There isn't going to be a fair trial. I believe it. Because it's already tainted. What juror are you going to get going to say, yeah, man, I saw that Cassie tape. You guilty. I mean, like, why do you think she got settled? Why do you think he settled in the case? Because he knew that tape existed with him doing that. So he settled out of court. But here's the thing. How are you going to prove that it wasn't consent? He don't have to prove that it's consensual. Okay? They have to prove that it's not consensual. You see, that's where everybody gets it mixed up. Like he got to prove that he's innocent. No, they got to prove he's guilty. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Got to prove that. You have to prove in that situation, this is what it is. Well, if you don't, there's nothing that they can do about it. There's nothing anyone's going to be able to do about it. Yeah, it becomes a situation where you have to understand the levels of how far people are willing to go. It's a shakedown. It's a lawyer's dream. They get to get a lot of billing hours. They need to get a lot of publicity for their firm. They get a lot of different everything going on. they'll never get the credit that they truly deserve. And that has been one of the main problems we have seen develop as of late. Mostly all of them have some type of weird obsession. Yeah, mostly all of them do. They had this weird obsession with yeah, they're trying to get back to a top or a position where they shouldn't be. Oh man, everybody's hurt. Dude, they talk about other people's parties. There's people that have had wild parties that you wouldn't even imagine had a wild party. We hear about all these parties. They had NBA players had a wild party with women. See, but before our time, it was different. Like Jordan them had the right type of escorts. They had like escort services that would get these women. They get a girl, she'll bring her friends. And this is how Tiger Woods got started. We done went and told you the whole story. We told you how that broke down and how wild those nights were. And there's been plenty of NBA players doing stuff that y'all be like, man, I can't believe that went down. Yeah, it went down. Yeah, because that's what they do nowadays. They come around and well, that's what people want. They want everybody's sympathy now. Everybody wants to be a victim. That's become the new drug, attention. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, you poor. Oh, you poor. Oh my God, what happened? Oh, because the money's gone, the fun is gone. So now you ain't got nothing else to do but this. Well, you got a lot of people that just don't get it, and once you are a father or a a parent in this situation, You see things that are remotely different than what other people can see. I've seen people learn the essentials and still make things, like different. It's all about what you're teaching your kids. They growing up in a world where you see uh, Christian Combs, you've seen Diddy Combs, they call Diddy Jr., King Combs, you've seen him, Justin, even Albie Quincy, you've seen them grow up in a lifestyle that is completely different from any lifestyle we probably gonna grow up knowing. But the reality of the situation never changes. The reality of this is that this is unnormal or abnormal. And to grow your children in here, you're creating like where this is normal night. I'm gonna need 5, 6 women out here. A live pool party. I need this going on. I'm gonna need all. They're addicted to this lifestyle. And now these situations might not change or get better. The Diddy coat is still in the trunk. I still got to get rid of that coat. We have at least 6 to 7% of these people that probably even higher that believes he's innocent. But they go with this theory, everybody can't be lying. Yes, they can. Every single last one of them could all be lying. Where did that narrative come from? That makes no damn sense. Everybody can't be lying. Yeah, they can. That's why people get caught in these situations now and they lie the way they do. The people that's coming forward, everybody can't be lying. They all could be lying. We've seen it before where everybody is lying. Everybody who stepped forward was lying. I just want to know is how come you can omit the fact that not one of these 100 some odd cases, none of these people went to the police. Mm-hmm. Not one went to the cops. You don't find that as weird? They're going to say, oh, well, Cassie coming forward, that inspired me. It's like, get the... Who are you talking to? I'm talking about this behavior. You know, that's what I'm looking at. Just plain old behavior. Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to matter. Nothing else. So, the behavior you're showing to your kids and you're presenting to them, that's what matters. At the end of the day, that's the only thing that's going to count. So what you showing them, kids do what they see, not what they say. They do what they see you do. They ain't doing what you say do. They doing what they see. They see daddy getting freaky in the pool with 3 women, and then here you come and he okay with sharing the woman with you. Go on and get some. yeah, bad boy. Ding, ding. It's what we do. It's bad boy. What you want to do? Want to be ballers, shot callers, brawlers. Chicken. So, and if you Drea Michelle, your son is upset. Everybody was talking trash about it on the internet. How he, a grown man, you dating somebody 1 year older than him. That's like dating your son's friend. It's crazy. I've known women that do it. Known them to do it. With no repercussions. And Steve Harvey's being called out yet again. Yet again. And why is Steve being called out? Because Steve let Lori Harvey, who was dating the son, go out with Diddy. And not just go out with Diddy, but to sit there and go to dinner with them. They on a boat. Having lunch on a boat together. She kissing Diddy all in front of the mama and then Steve. I'm like, what the hell is this? I was the only one saying something about it then. Like, y'all don't see this as weird. Am I the only one that's got to look at this and say, what's going on here? What in the peanut butter and jelly is going on here, Broderick? So it's like, did you sell her? Did you sell her over to Diddy? Did he tell his son, thanks for that recruit? I've been wanting that. And she done bounced all around the industry. And every time it gets close to marriage, she done been engaged twice. Well, once. The second time she got engaged to, she blew it off. And made everybody nervous. Now, why would she want to do that? Because she don't want to be tied down. She wants to be in the game. She wants to be available. So Diddy was micromanaging her career like he did with Young Miami. Young Miami is out here in the game on something. She got her show on Revolt. She's making money. And like she said, Diddy helped me out tremendously. So why would she complain? They trying to get her to flip. Hey, you know he did wrong. What are you doing? She like, what y'all want me to do? Go after this man after he done did all this for me? Where they do that at? Exactly. Where do they do that at? Y'all want me to lie and say this man did X, Y, and Z to me. For what? He didn't. You ever thought about that? She did everything in her power. I mean, she was terrible on BMF. Without a fraction of a doubt. That BMF show, she was horrible. I'm glad they gave her a small role. But it's like we always said, right? This is what it is. And as long as this is the payout, long as this is the projections, long as this is the oversee of everything that's happening, you see, they don't care. Now, you know she got no damn business being in that water. No women like they solid. I wouldn't say all that. I wouldn't say all that. So this looks consensual. This look like they know there's a camera there. They're taking pictures. So what in the world would that woman be doing there? That's the part we all got to get to. Why is she there? What was her purpose of being there when all of this activity is going on? It doesn't make sense. No matter how you word it, it just doesn't make sense. Well, there's only so much you could do because these are grown people. So they can be named as co-conspirators if the situation gets even worse. Let's say one of these people who are making these claims saying, oh, his son was there. His son was a part of it. His son decided to help hold me down. Or they both took parts of it. Now his children are being thrown into a lawsuit as a co-conspirator. Now they on trial with him. You've seen people come forward and lie about a book. Now, she said she was working on a book and she was going to do this thing with the book and all that, right? Kim Porter, she even said it in an interview one time that she was going to tell her story. And there's a lot of things she saw growing up that she was going to talk about. And people went like, oh, somebody read the transcripts in the book. And in the book, it said this. In the book, it said that. In the book, where's the book? And how did it get to you? It's like, oh, in the book, she said that Diddy did this and then Diddy did that. I'm like, well, first of all, that book would never be coming out under no circumstances, and she would know that. Do you know that this woman was there when Diddy was dating other women? The J-Lo's, the everybody else he was dating. She was still getting down with Diddy all this time. She kept having his babies while he go out and do X, Y, and Z. Then when he break it off, he go right back to Kim Porter. Well, people gotta understand that people have to understand that. When you are definitely one of many in the game, that this is essential to you. This means something to you. As far as most people, this is as famous they're gonna get is being in a pool with Diddy. That's that's the most biggest look they gonna get. Hey, they had one girl that said she was the most honest I've seen on social media. This woman said, man, look, all y'all hoes is lying. She just can't, look, all y'all hoes is lying. Look, I'm a whole hoe. I'm going to tell you like this. When I was in my 20s, if I was in the pool with Diddy, y'all know y'all been getting down with people for less. Y'all been sleeping with dealers in y'all hood. Guys in y'all hood y'all wouldn't even talk to. Don't act like y'all was out there. Y'all looking for the ballers. Y'all looking for the people that's gonna spoil y'all and treat y'all the way y'all want to be treated. Buying y'all gold and diamonds and all that. Talking about I wouldn't have been in that pool. Your ass would have been in there too. You on Instagram showing your ass to people that work at McDonald's. And you talking about Diddy a multi-millionaire wants you to get naked in the pool and you ain't gonna go. You gonna do anything you can. This is the closest you gonna get to stardom. Hey, that woman was telling the truth. She was telling the truth. These people know what they doing. Man, you got people who were somebody in the day in the hip hop world. I think you got Lord Jamal now. Now he getting into the crazy. Oh, Diddy got fired for getting caught with a man. You think that would get you fired even in the 90s? That would not get you fired. Clive Davis is running the label. Do you think Diddy would get fired for that? With Clive Freaky Davis? Hmm? So if Clive Freaky Davis gonna fire Sean Diddy Combs because he was caught with a man, like really? Y'all can't come up with nothing better than that. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life. Sean Puffy Combs was fired for messing up the budget for Jodeci. That's what it was. He made that video for Gotta Love when he was told not to. It's like, do not waste. We've already over budget on Jodeci's album. I'm telling you, this is gonna be it. This is gonna be the hit. I'm telling you. And he's like, you willing to bet your job on it? Because it's either the job or this video. Diddy went and spent the budget anyway, went beyond Andre Harrell's back, and said, we gonna film this video. This is the song, I'm telling you, this song, Gotta Love is it. I gotta love. He spent that budget money up. Used up that money, put them in the red on Jodeci even more. The song don't do anything. And they were like, see, I told your ass. Gotta Love ain't the hit. That ain't finna get them over. This is more like, it was more New Jack Swing type song. It was not catchy like he thought it was and gonna take off. So what did he do? They fired Diddy. Well, he's a clown, so I expect that behavior from him. I expect to be that type of behavior from a clown. Now, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate that. Oh, yeah, you could donate to the Cash App at any time. But let's get into this. Now, after Diddy does this, this is why I don't like when Lord Jamar told that tale. Oh, he got caught with a man. If he got caught with a man at Uptown Records, nothing would have happened. That led to him getting his own record label once he got dropped. Clive winning, that's how Bad Boy Records was even made. He said, okay, this guy works hard. Like Diddy was hard working. Like he was the one in there working 12 hours. Andre Harrell wasn't doing that. Everybody knew this Puffy guy was the guy. He was on the phones talking to these managers and A&Rs, and he was the one coming up with these ideas. Well, they love to see the worst in people when they don't even realize that the majority of this stuff is civil. They'll get Diddy to cop out to something. He might do a year, and that'll be it. All this Diddy gonna be gone for 30 years and all that off circumstantial made up BS is just trash. And everybody who's sitting back cheering for this, you cheering for the federal government to modern day lynch a black man. That's what you cheering for. That's what you celebrating. Let that sink in. Because if they didn't doing this to Diddy, they could turn around and do it to you. And won't nobody bat an eye. They just be on there, yep, he did it. Look, this is a tape. Look how mean he look on that tape. Tape ain't got nothing to do with the case. Oh, it don't matter. He guilty. Mm-mm-mm. Nah. You really think so? You ready for the remix? Even though there were remixes way before Diddy did his, he invented the remix. We invented the remix. I'm like, how you invent the remix? There's remixes way before. It's a lot of remixes. They just wasn't called remix. I'm like, man, I had the diggable planets. Remix, right? What? Well, it would be a remix. Then I had what was that? Shock G. I had that one. I had, man, there's been so many remixes done. It's crazy. But they got away with it. They were the father of the remix. Things will sound how you want them to sound. It's people that make these observations and make things wild or crazy and make it look like it isn't what it is. That's people's fault. 100% people's fault. Nobody else. No, I just got common sense, man. You stay defending Diddy. Give me a reason I should be against it. I look at things that are factual. You have to prove that this wasn't done with consent. That's all they gotta prove. Where is somebody on tape doing something that they didn't consent to doing? If you listen to everybody's story, you realize it don't make sense. Oh, I had a sip, and then next thing you know, I was dizzy. If you had a sip, you was dizzy, you couldn't remember anything. How the hell are you going step by step through what happened to you? One glass works that fast. But you can recall every single detail about what happened to you. I'm telling you, it's clownish behavior that you would even think about something like that. You're right. If there was minors involved, you are 100% correct. If there was minors involved in things that are adult nature, yes. In a criminal adult situation, definitely. No child should be there. There should be a charge for that. Absolutely. Now, is he being charged for that? Is he criminally being charged for minors? I'm asking a question to the chat. Is Diddy being criminally charged for minors? So if he's not being, not that I know of, so if he's not criminally being charged for it by the federal government, why y'all speaking it up? Because someone filed a civil lawsuit. You know what civil mean, right? Money. No jail for civil lawsuits. No jail for that. All of them filed civil lawsuits. No one filed a criminal lawsuit against Sean Puffy Combs. The federal government decided to pick up a case and make a case towards Sean Puffy Combs, aka Diddy. All of these were civil cases. I want money cases. "25 alleged minors in civil cases that come forward after this case here. Diddy and his lawyer has denied any involvement with minors, any involvement with any of this salacious internet rumor stuff. And this Houston, Texas lawyer and all his crazy cases, this is why people dealing in these situations need to just chill. Because it looks ridiculous. Yeah, it's not moving well. And when you see stuff that's not moving well, like you seeing it play out, you go, oh, okay, I get this. I get what they're doing here. Well, when you see something's not done right or it's not lined up right, then okay, you got to present something to me to show me Diddy is guilty. In other words, he's innocent until proven guilty. You're not finna tell me I'm supposed to believe Cassie. I know too much. That's why I'm like, dog, y'all, I can understand y'all just looking at the tape and making y'all own observation. That's fine. But I know too much to sit there and believe Cassie over anything. He's guilty of having wild sex parties that everybody was down with and nobody complained about for years. Right. I wouldn't want nothing to do with these people. And like, you really burnt your bridge in Hollywood. And that's what's killing me. I'm like, y'all make it look like in Hollywood, Diddy is the weird guy in Hollywood. See, whenever I tell y'all, whenever they heroes fall or the guys they've been watching do what they do in Hollywood, knowing how wild Hollywood is, when those guys do that, what they do out there and handle their business, you know what they do? They fall from grace, they come and get all the brothers. They're gonna be, oh, y'all coming to get me? Y'all gonna me too me? Okay, let's get this black guy. Let's get Bill Cosby. Oh, Harvey Weinstein fall? Well, all the Negroes are going down with me. It's like the Negroes didn't put you in jail. Hey, you go get Bill Cosby then. Go get him. Like Bill Cosby's 80-some years old. What the hell y'all grabbing Bill for? In 1967, Bill, you gave a girl a drink. Well, it was legal back then. Y'all booking him for Spanish Fly. Everybody's favorite dad, Bill Cosby. I told you, they come after you and they use sexuality to come grab you. Every single time. They want to take down a black man. They will use sex to take you down. It was Shannon Sharp. He sexually assaulted this woman on the elevator. Incident never happened. But it didn't cause CBS to give up on him. All right, Michael Irvin. The woman lied on him on the hotel. Like, this man got a reputation. Yeah, they lied on him. The whole nine. That's all they do is lie. So if they gonna lie on you all the time, what else would they do? Well, most people don't see it that way. No, not really. Mm-mm. A money grab. Of course, it's a money grab. No. No, when the rubber meets the road, we always talk about that. We gonna see where these guys are standing when the rubber meets the road. Shouts out to Trish. She came by for a second and spoke on it for a minute. But I'm gonna get out of here. I got a lot of work to do. Shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life, Damn DPOV. Welcome to HDII TV. And okay, and we are up out. Deuces. Thank y'all for tuning in.